Good morning, students. Chapter 2, Kingdom Animalia. In today's class, we are going to discuss the topic Class Amphibiae and Class Reptilia. So, the superclass Tetrapoda includes 4 classes. They are Amphibiae, Reptiliae, Aves and Mammals. Today we are going to discuss about the Amphibiae and Reptiliae. Class Amphibiae. Amphi means both and bios means life. So, that is, these animals lead two life. That is, aquatic life and terrestrial life. So, they live both in water and land. So, they are called as dual life. Amphibians are the first vertebrates and tetrapods to live both in aquatic as well as terrestrial habitat. So, they are the first vertebrates to live both in the aquatic as well as in the terrestrial habitat. They are poikilothermic. They change their body temperature according to the change in the environment. And if you take the body, it is divisible into head and trunk, and most of them have 2 pairs of limbs. So, the example of amphibians are frog, toad, salamander, ichthyophis. So, these are the examples of amphibia. So, the body is divisible into head and trunk, and most of them has 2 pairs of limbs, that is 4 limbs. So, they are called as tetrapods. And in some animals the tail may be present, example salamander, and in some animals it is absent. For example, if you take the frog, the young ones of frog, that is tadpole, have tail, and after metamorphosis the tail is lost. The adult frog does not have tail. And salamander also have tail. So, some animals will be having tail and some animals will not be having tail. Thus, just we are seeing the general characteristics of amphibians, and it differs from one animal to another. The skin is smooth or rough. So, in some animals the skin is very smooth, and in some animals it is very rough, moist, pigmented and glandular. So, the skin is either smooth or rough, moist, pigmented and glandular. The skin contains glands. And the eyes have eyelids, and frog also can able to see the eyes are covered by the eyelids, and tympanum represents the ear. So, they don't have any external pinnae, just only a small membrane called tympanum. It only represents the ear. And respiration is by gills, lungs and through the skin. For example, if you take the frog, during the tadpole stage, the frog respires through the tadpole respires through the gills, because it is fully in water, the tadpole. And after metamorphosis, it respires, the adult frog respires either through lungs or through the skin. And the heart is 3-chambered. The heart is divided into 3-chambered. Kidneys are mesonephric. So, what do you mean by mesonephric means? That is, it is made up of mesonephric tubules, and these excretory structures have been evolved from the mesoderm. So, only the term mesonephric. Sexes are separate, that is separate male and separate female, and fertilization takes place outside the body, that is external fertilization. If you take the frog also, the male frog releases the sperms in the water, the female frog releases the egg in the water, and fertilization takes place in the water, that is called as external fertilization. They are oviparous, that is, they are egg laying animals, and development is indirect. Indirect means there is a larval stage, and the larva of frog is tadpole. So there is a larval stage, and after metamorphosis only it changes into adult frog. And these animals show hibernation and aestivation. Some animals you can able to see the hibernation. What is hibernation? Means winter sleep. In order to escape from the severe winter, these animals, they go for a deep sleep, that is called as hibernation. During that time their body is inactive, they don't take any food or they don't move from one place to another place, they remain in the same place and go to for a long or deep sleep, that is called as hibernation. And aestivation, what do you mean by aestivation? Means it is called as summer sleep. In order to escape from the that is severe summer, hot summer, these animals make deep burrow under the soil and they go for a deep sleep, that is called as aestivation. So hibernation means winter sleep to escape from the winter, and aestivation means summer sleep to escape from the summer. So examples of these animals are, that is buffo, commonly called as toad, and rana, commonly called as frog. Hyla means it is tree frog. Salamandra, that is salamander. Ichthyophis, that is limbless amphibian. So these are the ichthyophis alone don't have any limbs, so they are called as limbless amphibians. So these are the examples of the class Amphibiae. So the unique features of Amphibiae means they lead a dual life, that is they live both in water as well as on land, and they are poikilothermic. The body is divided into head and trunk, and tail is present or absent. Skin is smooth or rough, moist, pigmented and glandular. The eyes have eyelids, and tympanum represents the ear. Respiration takes place by gills, lungs and through the skin. Heart is three-chambered. Kidneys are mesonephric. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is external. They are oviparous animals and development is indirect. They show hibernation and aestivation. So these are about the class Amphibia. Class Reptilia. Rapir or reptor means to creep or crawl. So these animals crawl. So they are crawling animals. They are mostly terrestrial animals, and their body is covered by dry and carnified skin with epidermal scales or scutes. So the body is dry and it is covered by epidermal scales. Reptiles have three-chambered heart. So if you take the reptiles, they have three-chambered heart. But if you take the crocodiles, they have four-chambered heart. So most of the reptiles have three-chambered heart, but the crocodiles have four-chambered heart. So crocodiles are exceptional. All are cold-blooded amniotes. That is, all are poikilotherms. So their body temperature changes according to the environment. Most reptiles lay cleidoic eggs. What do you mean by cleidoic eggs? Means the eggs are protected by a hard shell, and this is called as cleidoic eggs. So the reptiles and birds have cleidoic eggs. The eggs are covered by hard shell. It is made up of calcareous. That is, so this is called as cleidoic eggs with extra embryonic membranes. So it also possesses the extra embryonic membranes such as amnion, allantois, chorion and yolk sac. So like the mammals, these reptiles also has extra embryonic membranes such as amnion, allantois, chorion and yolk sac. Excretion is by metanephric kidneys. So excretion is carried out by the metanephric kidneys and are uricotelic. So metanephric kidneys means, that is, it is made up of metanephric tubules. That is called as metanephric kidneys. And excretion, the excretory product is uric acid. So the name uricotelic. So they are called as uricotelic because they excrete uric acid as the waste products. So they are called as uricotelic. And they are monoecious. Most of them are monoecious and few of them are dioecious. So what is monoecious means? In the same organism, both male and female reproductive organs are present. That is, the male reproductive organ and the female reproductive organ are present on the same individual. That is called as monoecious, but some are dioecious. Internal fertilization takes place and all are oviparous. So what do you mean by internal fertilization means? Fertilization takes place inside the body and all are oviparous. So the examples of the class Reptilia are, that is chelone, commonly called as turtle, testudo, commonly called as tortoise, Hemidactylus, commonly called as house lizard, chameleon, commonly called as tree lizard, Kelotes, commonly called as garden lizard, Drago, commonly called as flying lizard, Crocodilus, commonly called as crocodile, poisonous snakes, example Naja, that is cobra, Bungarus krait, Vipera, viper, all this comes under the class Reptiliae. So the unique features of the class Reptilia are, so these animals creep or crawl. So they are crawling animals and they are mostly terrestrial. They live on the land and the body is covered by dry and cornified skin with epidermal scales. And their heart is 3-chambered, but in crocodiles they are 4-chambered. They are poikilotherms, that is cold-blooded animals, and they lay cleidoic eggs. That means the eggs are covered by hard shell, and they also possess extra embryonic membranes like amnion, allantois, chorion and yolk sac. Excretion is carried out by the metanephric kidneys, and the excretory product are uric acid, that is they are called as uricotelic, and they are monoecious, that is both the male as well as the female reproductive organ are present on the same individual, and fertilization takes place inside the body, and they are oviparous, that is egg laying. So we have seen about the two classes. The one is class Amphibian and the another one is class Reptiliae under the superclass Tetrapoda. In the next class we will be discussing about the class Aves and class Mammalia. Thank you.